drug dealing as a transferable skill in business.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think every single person out there that's selling drugs, stop what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
That hustle, that graft, that love for the game is transferable. Every single grafter that I know out there right now are incredible salespeople, incredibly hard work's a talent. Yeah, of course you're going to have the guys out there that can't do it and won't do it.
Yeah.
Anything's possible in this life. There's a... You tell me, every single person I know that sells drugs are good at sales.
Yeah.
And if you're good at sales, again, you transfer your enthusiasm. Do you know how many people... If you was to think about it, right, this is how much of a good salesperson you are. I'm going to talk to you, whoever you are selling drugs right now. At some point in your life, you've sent a text out. You've sent a text out to say you've got X, Y, and Z. Do you know how many more text messages that person's had? I just had a call as well. Do you know how many text messages that person's had from all the other drug dealers?
Yeah.
And he chose you.
Yeah.
The person that wanted the drugs chose you because you sold it to him.
Yeah.
Do you not think that you can do the same with pillows, duvets, sofas? Everything's transferable. They just don't believe in themselves enough. There's no belief. And when you're in the trap, that again, like I say, language super important. The whole term trap is an entrapment of your mentality, that you only genuinely believe that you can be successful fast and through selling drugs. That's a trap. It's a mentality. Trap's a mentality. I've seen crack dens. I've been around crack dens. They ain't good.
Yeah.
They're not places you want to be around. And if you are a drug dealer, picture yourself with children. Would you want them to be doing it on both sides of the fence?
Yeah. No, right. I did some research into what skills drug dealers might have that would be transferable in the workplace. And they are customer service and sales.
Incredible.
Purchasing and delivery.
Yep.
Financial and personal management. And manufacturing.
So, the first one, let me talk about that for a moment. Customer services. I've seen drug dealers treating crackheads like they're the best friends, and it's the scummiest thing you can possibly do. But you do it. Yeah. Everyone does it. If you're about it and you're grafting, hiya babe, you all right? What do you want? Be there in 10 minutes. You ain't gonna be there in 10 minutes. You're gonna be there in 45 minutes. But they'll wait for you because your customer services are incredible. Trust me, I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at this from because this is from skills you can transfer. Well, you could use it in business, but this is more for a workplace to get a job. So let's say there's a guy who's been nicked for selling drugs. He's come out of jail now. He's got these transferable skills. What sort of business would you say? Because I know you do a lot of various. You've done various businesses.
Yeah. Like,
what sort of business should someone from that background do to make the most of their skills?
First and foremost, my advice wouldn't be to set a business up straight away anyway, because you'll fail. Sorry, I apologise for that. Let me take that back. 99% sure you'll fail.
Yeah.
Go and get a job, and the first thing you should go and do is get a job in a call centre.
Oh, okay.
Doing sales, telesales, or face-to-face sales. However you can do that, but do sales.
So sales job.
Because what you've got to do is you've got to implement the whole process of being able to sell to the customer. Then when you learn how to do that, find yourself a product and come back to the old enthusiasm. The enthusiasm for a product. Sales is an enthusiasm for the product that you've got. That's why drug dealers are not so successful, sorry. That's why drug dealers and the transferable skills from selling drugs is so transferable into the corporate world and the world of legitimate business, because you're transferring you know full well that cocaine's dog shit.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. But your enthusiasm for this, 10-10 power.
Yeah.
This will keep you up all night, shout me. And before you know it, do you know how many calls that person will get?
Yeah. But don't the drugs sell themselves?
They do. But if you've got 3 or 4 numbers to ring, you will pick that number that you think that you're going to get the best product from.
Okay.
And if that guy that you get the product, if that guy that you get the product from is an arsehole, you'll look to the other person.
Yeah.
He might have an inferior product, but he's a better person. He's a better person. Look, at the end of the day, if you're selling drugs,
Yeah.
there's a reason you're selling drugs. There's a reason you're selling drugs, and unfortunately, that's just the part and parcel of being working class and a kid from England and the UK and the West and whatever. The pitfalls of chasing money and hustling and capitalism comes down to. It's nothing to do with white, black.
Yeah.
But I know people that are privileged. I know one kid whose grandparents basically are wadded. He sells drugs. Wow. Now he's doing a bird. He's in jail because he got involved himself in a lifestyle that he never needed to get into. I've got friends never needed to get into the lifestyle at all. Yeah. They've jumped into it.
What is it? Do you think that attracts people like that to wanna? Because you can't. You're definitely not doing it for the money.
No,
so,
they're doing it because there's nothing else that they need.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I can tell you for a fact. I'll give you an example now. My council estate, Stanhope Estate in Ordenshaw. It's again a total area of deprivation. It's, if you looked at it, it's like being in a prison.
Yeah,
it's just being a prison. Look at it from a bird's eye view. It's just red roofs. You look around it, normal houses. It's awful. I'm sure it's a social experiment. I'm sure of it. People come from that all nice houses in nice areas to them estates. And what happens when you come to them estates? It's lawless. We don't have laws and rules on that estate. They put that down to as a good time. They have to listen to the laws and rules at home. In good houses and good homes, there's an implementation of rules and an expectation to respect laws. You don't have that on estates. So as soon as you come onto it and you see us hustling, because we have to.
Yeah.
I sold weed from about 13, 14. Fortunately, I never sold any Class A's.
Yeah.
I've ripped people off with rock salt and pretended it was MDMA. But magic. But yeah.
I'm sure.
And I've sold crack and heroin, but
I'm sure
not
people
have
sold flour as well.
Yeah, me and look, I could tell. Am I allowed to? Can I tell the story?
Yeah, sure. Go on.
So, me and my business partner Lee.
Yeah.
Anyway, God strike me down if I'm hopefully not going to hell for this, but we found an heroin addict one day. He was looking for one of our friends. We told him he wasn't about, and I just said to Lee straight away, let's have him up. Gone to my house, got a bit of coffee, mate, and an OXO cube and a bit of coffee, and smashed it all up. It was nothing like it, but I thought as soon as I do that, I'll put it in a baggie. As soon as I pass it to him, the coffee mate will look like it's a little bit beige, you know what I mean? Make it beige. Give it him. He's just looked at me straight away and went, give me my money. And I had to pull something out on him. And like an idiot, I didn't realise he's an heroin addict. He needed it. He chased us down while I had a big thing on me. And I had to throw that and run because I ain't stabbing him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've done horrible things, mate. What can you do?
Yeah, no, fair enough. But so if you was to, so you're saying get a sales job and then find a product that you're enthusiastic about.
If you was just coming out of prison after you'd just done a prison sentence for selling drugs, just find a job in sales without a shadow of a doubt. A call center would be the perfect environment because it just I'm telling you now. All the call centre from in Manchester, the city centre. If you've got no qualifications, you've worked in a sales one of two environments. Factory, you ain't going anywhere. You will not go anywhere. If you work in a factory, if you're working in a factory right now, the only thing you're worried about is being made redundant and sacked. That's it. If you're working in a call centre, no problem. You get sacked. You're gonna get a job straight away within an hour. And if you're good at sales, you'll make very good money. And then all it's about is just sitting there and going, right, well, what can I do with that though? Anything, you save up, you find a product and you sell it.
Yeah.
There's no ceiling in call centers.
Yeah.
There's none. That's why it's the best thing. If you want to make money and you're starting off as a young person what wants to be an entrepreneur, or don't even, unless the time's right and you just go for it and you smash it anyway, go and work in a call center, sales, sell something for somebody else that you know that you're going to get a retainer, a salary.
Yeah.
But don't ever expect it and be bothered about it. It's all about commission.
Commission, yeah. Okay.
Bonus.